Stephanie Mielke here, aka KetoMom, or often called mom, sis, Steffi, daughter, wife, aunt, and friend. Just like many of you, I carry a lot of titles. My favorite title is mom. I should probably say wife, which takes a lot of my time. But let's be honest, if you want to do something and do it well, you will make the time for it. Commitment is hard because we find ourselves overcommitted, but when you practice prioritizing, you will find out what is actually important and what you can let go. With the KetoMom podcast, you will learn together how to manage our time, commit to the most important things in life, and I will equip you with the tools you need to feel qualified each step of the way. My name is Stephanie Mielke, and welcome to the KetoMom Secrets podcast. Cheers! Good morning! Good morning. Welcome to the KetoMom page. My name is Stephanie, and I have a thought for you today. The mornings are for mindset. I believe your morning should be, I believe that you should own your morning. What does that mean? I believe that your morning should be filled with things that inspire you, a time for you to either plan or reflect, not chaos, not having to get up and get out of the house. Like your morning, if done well, should be inspiring to push you through the rest of your day. And so as you're tuning in, tell me where you're tuning in from and good morning. If you're drinking ketones, what's your flavor of the day? My Smart Ship came in, which I save 25% on every single month. And I have my favorite flavor. I was out of it yesterday, but it's the orange Naraha. I just say it's orange. It's orange. Tastes like a freshly squeezed orange. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for saying good morning. All right. I like to say, own your morning, own your day. So I don't have a book that we're going through at this current moment, but I have two books that I picked off my shelf. Oh, Cindy, the Maui Punch used to be my favorite. And then we just keep adding more flavors. And I love the Strawberry Peach, Brittany. So good. All right. Excuse me. So if you're brand new, post a new below. I'd love to get to know you. You can always go to ketomomsecrets.com and click on book club or how to get started with a foods list. You can click on trials. I mail these out every single day. You can click on, there's lots of things. ketomomsecrets.com. All right. So I was sitting this morning because I don't have a book that we're necessarily going through, and I was reading my Bible. I was reading Ephesians, and then I was just sitting there and I was like, what should I talk about today? And this little phrase popped into my mind, and which brought two books to me, which I'm going to show you. And the phrase popped into my mind, and it was, this little phrase went like this. Boop, 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 boop. And so the phrase is, as a man thinketh, so is he. It comes from, biblically, it's in Proverbs. It talks about whatever's in a man's heart, so is he, right? But as a man thinketh, so is he. And as that popped into my mind, I thought, man, it's so true. As you think, you have become what you think about, what's in your heart, what you think about. As a man thinketh, so is he. So I went to my bookshelf, and we're not going to go through this book. This book is an incredible book. It is a book that I think is great to listen to. There are some books that are very, this is like jam-packed. I love to physically have a book in my hands. There are some books that I feel like are better audible books. This is one of those books for me personally. So it's called Think and Grow Rich. And when somebody told me to read this book years ago, I was like, listen, I don't like the title. I don't like it. And he said, Stephanie, it's not what you think the book is about. So go read the book. And I read it a long time ago, and I wanted to read a piece of it to you today. And then I have another book that I grabbed off the shelf that I am thinking about doing again. But here's what he starts the book out with. He goes, truly, thoughts are things. What you think about is honestly what you're going to get in life. The reason I like to say own your morning, own your day is if you get up and your thoughts automatically go towards, I have to, I hate this, my day is terrible, I'm tired, I don't want to go to the gym. Like if you go down this spiral route of negativity, you click on the news, you scroll through social media. If you don't do anything to get your mindset on track, guess what? How do you think your day is going to go? Probably not very well. You get what you think about. Your thoughts are things, and powerful things at that. When they are mixed with definiteness of purpose, persistence, and a burning desire for their translation into riches or other material objects, that's what will come about, starting with your thoughts. So this book, it's an incredible book. If you have a long drive, I would say this could be a part of your drive time university. So he talks about your desires, your faith, auto-suggestion. He talks about knowledge, imagination, organized planning, decisions, persistence, the power of mastering your mind. It's incredible. And it's a really good book to listen to. So if you sit in the car and you want a really great book, Think and Grow Rich, it's going to help you with your thinking. So I just wanted to read that because I honestly believe that your thoughts become things. What you have in your life is because of the thoughts that you think about. I believe that if you start your morning off right, and you might be like, what is the right way to start my morning off? It's to get up, just sit with yourself for even 5 seconds and just say something you're thankful for. An attitude of gratitude goes a long way. And so if you were to get up in the morning, get up when your alarm clock goes off, not 25 minutes later, and go, all right, thank you, Lord, for. Hey, I'm thankful for. Just look around. If you have a phone and you're watching me, you are blessed and highly favored. All right. So here's a book, another book that's called Keto. I talked about this yesterday. We've gone through this book. If you want to just go through it right now, you can go to KetoMomSecrets.com, click on book club and go through it. I also believe that you're so sweet. You're so sweet, Anna. She's like, I get to listen to Stephanie. You're sweet. Yeah, I get to go to work. I get to care for my children. I get to make them food. I get to take care of myself, right? I can't pour into other people if I'm empty. I can't pour into my children if I feel like garbage and I'm negative, because I'm going to pour negativity onto them. So this book I've talked about, and I was going to read just the very beginning to you, but this book talks about your Keto wheel, your life. Remember, if you watched yesterday, I talked about this. Actually, I'm going to be starting something, I think, soon. I've been talking about it for a while. It takes a while to get figured out. I would love to share more. Okay. Your life is like a tire, a circle, right? And each spoke represents different areas of your life. So that's what this is about. Talks about your personal, your physical, your financial. This book is incredible. Also, I was just on the phone with my mentor, Sherry. She's one of my very good friends. We have been talking and planning and talking. We just need to she's putting a ton of work in of something that we're going to be starting. And so I'm going to go visit her. We're going to Oklahoma on Friday. So be watching, because some of you have said, listen, Stephanie, you've been talking about other things that you're going to do. You've been talking about, like, I love the KetoMom page. I feel like it gives me, I have to stick within a niche of talking about things, but maybe not. There's more to me than keto, although I don't even eat keto. I eat higher protein than what a keto diet would, and I drink ketones. Besides the point. There are so many things that people need support and guidance on besides just their food. I give you little pieces of it here, but what we're about to start is I'm excited about. We've got to figure out how to launch it. It's going to be great, and it's going to cover, I'm just going to give you a hint, the full circle of your life, all of the things, and I'm going to do it with Sherry. Maybe my husband will pop in here and there. There's so many things we've got going on. It just takes time to get it dialed in. So anyways, I'm babbling. I wanted to read something to you this morning. So it comes from the book Keto. We've done this already. Do you guys think we should do it again? How many of you have actually gone through the book? If you've gone through the book, say I've gone through the book. If you have not gone through the book, say, I have not gone through the book. Because if we have more people that haven't, and even though you can always go to KetoMomSecrets.com and click on book club, we can always do it again. I often need to read books a couple times, if not more, to actually get it in me. Right, yeah, if you have not gone through it, write not. I like that, Linda. If you have, write I have. We'll see how many people actually watch the live. All right. Oh, have not. All right. All right. Here's what the beginning of the book he talks about. He goes, imagine yourself lying in your bed, reflecting on your entire life. He's basically says, listen, most people take a long time to die. He goes, there's accidents, there's things that happen, but he goes, in general, most people get to the end of their life and they have time to reflect. He goes, here's a couple things I'm going to ask you about. Well, he goes, when you're lying on your deathbed, he's like, I know it sounds morbid. Listen, oh, good. There's so many of you that have not. There's a couple of you that have. Okay. He goes, when you're lying on your deathbed, he goes, you're going to answer these questions. What did I do? What did my life add up to be? Did I really matter? What did I live for? Who will remember me? What will they say about me when I'm gone? Why was it so important that I existed? So many questions, so much time. And will you lie there with no regrets, with some regrets, or nothing but regret? And so that's how he pre-frames this entire book. Because what we're going to do, and I truly believe is so important, is to make sure that you don't just look at your fat loss journey or your weight loss or what you truly, people get so fixated on a diet. And I'm like, listen, there's more to you getting healthy than just a diet. That's one piece of the circle, one piece of the tire, one spoke. But you also need to look at the other spokes and go, what's broken? What needs to be fixed? This affects this and this affects this. And so, and all of it comes down to these questions that someday when you get to the end of your life, how will you or somebody else answer these on your behalf, right? What did I do that mattered? What did I live for? What will they say about me when I die? What did I do that was important when I existed? And ultimately, will you be one of those that have no regrets, some regrets, or nothing but regret? He goes, here's one thing to think about. And here's what I wanted to say to you. The decisions that you are making today are actually making the bed that you will lie in while you wait to die. And you might go, oh, thanks, Stephanie. That was very insightful. Listen, it actually is. I read that this morning and I was like, all right, the decisions that you make today starts with your thinking, and the decisions that you make today are actually making the bed that you will lie in when you're waiting to die. Here's what I want you to know. Every day, you have choices. You get to choose what you get to eat. You get to choose to go to the gym or go for a walk or call that friend that you're like, I just need to call her. I haven't talked to her. Or go out with, I need to connect with that person. Or I need to pay more attention to my kids. I need to, whatever it is, right? We all have those things that kind of nag on us and you're like, I just need to do this. It's time for you to do it. I actually need to lose this weight. If all we're doing is talking about what the Keto Mom page started with, oh, I need to lose the weight. All right, it's time to lose the weight. Why? If you've been going around the same mountain, losing the weight, gaining the weight, losing the weight, gaining the weight, I can't lose the weight, then I need to challenge you in something. Why do you want to lose the weight? What is going to keep you moving forward? There is going to be days that are going to be hard. There are going to be days where you're going to fail miserably. But really, the only way you fail is if you quit. So if you have a day, and you will, and we all do, where you're like, listen, I don't want that day to happen again, then you get back up and you keep going. The way that day wins is if you stay laying down in that day for a long period of time. You can lose the weight. You have to do consistent actions over time. So you get up, you work on your mindset, you drink your water, you brush your teeth, right? You go do the things you get to do. you get to go to work. You do it with a positive attitude. You work on your mindset. When you find yourself thinking negative, you go, no, I'm thankful for. When you have a negative thought pop into your mind, you go, no, I'm thankful for this job. I'm thankful for my spouse. I'm thankful for my kids. Guess what? I'm thankful for my gym membership. Because you're not going to lose the weight if you actually don't have a big enough why. And also with the expectation that it's going to be hard. You have to do hard things. And you have to do hard things consistently. Either it hurts to go to the gym, or eventually it's going to hurt to not go to the gym because your body's going to hurt. Eventually it's going to hurt. I mean, it is hard to pack a lunch and plan your meals. Like, I get it. Eventually it turns into a habit, but in the beginning, some new habits are hard to create. Later on in life, if you decide not to do that, it's going to hurt not to do that, which comes with medications and your body feeling like garbage and you can't move. Like, it's hard either way. So choose the hard today. Choose the hard of saying no to the donut or the fast food or packing your lunch. Go do it. Going to the gym. Saying no to the party because you decided, like, I actually am not going to choose probably right choices, so I'm going to go home. You have choices every single day that either help you get 1% better or 1% worse. And it's going to help you either have no regrets in your life, maybe some regrets, or all regrets. And the decisions that you make every single day matter. And you can do it every single day because you have the awareness of, I have a choice every day to get up, to go to work, to treat people a certain way, to be thankful. All of those things matter. And you just have to have the conscious awareness of every day I'm making choices. It's basically like you're thinking about your thinking. Like, you're aware of your thinking. You know what you're thinking. You're aware of the things you're saying. And then you become aware of the things you're doing. Does that make sense? So, if we want to go through this book again, we can. He also wrote a book that I've gone through once on this page called The Power to Change. I believe hands down everybody should read that book. I don't have it. I need to order it because I just gave my other copy away. So we can go through books all day long. Here's what you need to know. It's taking what you know and putting it into action, right? Thoughts become things. You get what you think about. You get these things. So, all right, that was my thought for you today. Your decisions matter. If you want to go through this book, let me know below, yes or no. And continue to tune into the page. So yesterday I did a dinner live with my kids. We talked about food and supper and, food things. Otherwise, there's recipes shared on the page. There's lots of different things. You can ask me a question. You can post a question below. You can reach out. I'm here to help. I want to say thank you for tuning in. Your presence matters. I love seeing all of your comments, and continue to tune in for some fun things that are going to be coming. They won't necessarily, like the new thing that we're hoping to launch, that I'm going to go visit my mentor this weekend about. I'm hoping to launch it. I believe it's going to be launched. I will talk about it on the page, but it won't be hosted on this page. You'll have to tune in somewhere else. But I'll let you know when it's ready. So continue to tune in. Your presence matters. You have greatness inside of you. If somebody hasn't told you that today, you were made on purpose for a purpose. There's something that only you were made to do. I need you to go do it. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you're going to have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.